Hey everyone, so today's tutorial is going to be a fall makeup look using a plum lip. I'm going to show you the right colors to use so that the dark lip doesn't overpower the rest of the makeup. Let's get started. So I'm starting off by applying my favorite foundation at the moment, which is MAC Studio Fix Powder. And before I applied my foundation, I applied some moisturizer. Next I'm using this Wet n Wild bronzer, and I'm applying it to the cheekbones, along the hairline and the temples, and then the jawbone and around the nose a little too. So I'm starting the brows by applying this blonde brow powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just putting it throughout all the sparse areas of the brows. Next I'm going to define the brows using this dip down gel liner from MAC and the same angle brush. I don't do this every single time I do my brows, but every once in a while when I want like a more dramatic look, I'll do this. So I'm really lightly dragging it underneath the bottom line of the brow and out towards the tail of the brow. And then I finished the brows by applying a tinted brow gel. This one is blonde from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I noticed it just makes the brows look so much more neat. And then just to let you guys know, my camera cut out while I was carving out my brows and applying my eyeshadow base. I did that using a flat brush and Pro Longwear concealer. So I'm just applying a shimmery champagne color to the brow bone and to the lid using a flat brush. This is the 4th edition RC Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. These eyeshadows are really cheap, but they work well, so I'm just using a shimmery one in the crease. And I'm not going too dark with the brown. I still want a really defined eye, but it's important to not go too dark, otherwise the dark lips will look clownish. So I wanted to add a little bit more depth to my crease, so I'm taking this Sigma shader brush, and I took that sort of plum color, and I'm just shading the underneath side of my crease to create the illusion of more depth. So now that I'm finished with my eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply some under eye concealer, and I'm using my ring finger to apply this MAC Pro Longwear concealer. And you should always apply your under eye concealer after your eyeshadow. That way the area is nice and clean and free from any fallout from the eyeshadow. Your under eye concealer will also serve as a base when you're shading the lower lid. So I'm just taking a small shader brush and a white shimmery shadow, and I'm putting it all around the areas of the tear ducts. Next, from the same palette, I'm taking the same brown color that I did in the crease, and I'm applying it along the lower lash line. Then for my top liner, I'm using some liquid liner. This is NYC liquid liner. It's the one with the brush tip. The one with the felt tip isn't as good, I hear. So anyways, I'm just applying it all along the lash line and then taking it out to build a wing. And you don't have to do a wing if you're not as comfortable with it, but I like the wing because I feel like it elongates the eyes and it's just really pretty looking. For the bottom liner, I'm going to be using this waterproof eye pencil from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Gilded. This is a brown pencil, so it's nice because my eye will still be really defined, but it won't be so dark and clash with my lipstick. Next, I'm using Maybelline Great Lash. It's at a wonderful point in its lifespan where the brush is a little bit dry, so if I want, I can really spend a lot of time on the lashes and make them big. If you're someone who's uncomfortable with wearing fake lashes, I would absolutely recommend trying these lashes, the Ardell Wispies. They're great because they still give you really thick and full lashes without the appearance of the fake lash look. So I would definitely try them if you're new to lashes. And then I went back in a few times again with the mascara, just going over the bottom lashes to make them nice and thick. I also used a little bit of liquid liner to bring the corners of the eyes down to a point. So I'm finishing up by shading the face. First I'm going to highlight the under eyes using this Motives powder and this brush, and I'm just putting it over the concealer really lightly to kind of brighten that area up a little bit. Next, from the same compact, I'm using a small Sigma blending brush, and I'm contouring the nose by going along the sides of the nose and then along the bottom too. For the cheeks, I'm using this Daisy Blush Duo from BH Cosmetics, and I'm taking the gold with my ring finger and I'm putting it along the middle of the nose and along the cheekbones as well. Then with a looser blush brush, I'm just applying the pink blush along the apples of the cheeks. I'm using a looser brush like this will help apply the product really light because I don't want the blush to be too bright on my cheeks. Then before I apply my lipstick, I am adding some foundation around my lips. Since I'm not using a liner, I want it to be a nice crisp line. Then plum tones are a huge trend for fall, so I'm using this Wet n Wild lipstick. Surprisingly, the name of it is 916D. I think they could have got a little bit more creative with the names, but you get the picture. And here is the finished look. It's a really rich plum tone lip with soft champagne eyes and lots of lashes. So thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys next week.